Hey, how's it going? So, I am Matty Ice, and this is the dangers of online dating. So, I try to be positive. I don't like making negative videos and things, but I feel like this is just real life. I don't even know if this is positive or negative, to be honest. I'm not trying to be negative with anything. This is just as a professional internet marketer, literally somebody who does this 9 to 5, put in 40 hours a week. I work on $1 million landing pages and things like that, produce $1 million landing pages, pretty deep in internet marketing. And also as somebody who was a sociology major, so I majored in sociology, which is like social science, social skills, social psychology, and things like that. So I have a very strong take, a very good take on this, and yeah, I have a very unique perspective on this, and probably like the most one of the most qualified perspectives on this. It's like, what's more qualified than social science, social psychology? I've taken courses on social media. I know all about it. I have a YouTube channel with over 10K subs. I know all about YouTube. And online dating and things like that. I've done it all. And I've also lived life before online dating. So I'm blessed to have experienced life before Instagram got very popular and things like that. I was right. I went to college right before that popped off, and I'm grateful to God for that. I really am. Ask anybody. But these are the dangers of online dating. So just to illustrate a couple key points, I would say number one is that, yeah, online dating is just not real. Um, it's as real as playing World of Warcraft. None of it is real. It's all staged. I actually think World of Warcraft is more authentic than online dating. Online dating is fake. Like I know you don't believe me. I know people that get paid. There's people online that get paid for setting up profiles. I know people that will copy other people's profiles. I know people that have pictures on their profile of things they never do, ever, or may have done once. Dude, it is not accurate. Okay, like I don't blame online dating for being inaccurate. I mean, that's just what it is. And the other thing is, look, you just can't replace some things that are that real with online. And I literally do online marketing, and I will tell you that online marketing is good for business. That's and maybe entertainment, but that's it. Relationships and socializing, no, dude, get very far away from this. Get very far away from that. And what happens is, this is what I call my flatline theory, I guess you could say. People are going to talk the same amount. Okay, so if you have my theory is, if you spend say 15 conversations online, that's 15 less you'll have offline. People will talk the same amount. Okay? So if you're spending all of your time and social skills online, you're getting less offline. It's as simple as that. And I could show you person after person. I could show you study after study. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about. People that online game too much, they probably have less success offline, right? And vice versa. And vice versa. What online is better than offline? Now, some people, I feel like they go online because they're so afraid of their real life that they feel like they're more successful online, which might be true, but is that healthy? Or is just improving yourself a better idea? Hey, like, like, okay, like, I don't know what else I could say besides that. Is this so? The reason I have so many red flags with online dating is number one, and I know I already said a couple good reasons, but I'll just start. Number one, um, like it's not a good indication of what is actually attractive in real life. So, for example, with girls, I would say it's almost maybe more real life. Like guys are more visual. They see a girl that they think is cute or beautiful, you know, then it's okay, cool. Same thing online. You see a girl, you see pictures of cute, beautiful online, cool. But girls are more attracted to confidence and swag. Like trust me. I've known a lot of guys that are very successful with women, and the number one thing that they all have is confidence and swag. It has nothing to do with the pictures they take. Like online dating is pictures, okay? Because what else can you do? It's just pictures and a description. How can you confidently and with swag take pictures and a description? Okay, I could take pictures of cool things, but is that even what we're gonna do? Like, is that even what I'm doing right now? Okay, it's not real. Just like this is not real. This is cool. It's a good picture, but is this what I really do? Am I really a night elf or a dwarven swordmaster? Is that really what I do? Dude, it's all fake. So if you struggle with online dating, I would, and I think the one of the most negative things is when men, especially women too, when they struggle with online dating, they start to think less of themselves. When it's like, maybe you just don't freaking take pictures. Like, since when was taking pictures a necessary part of life? That's such a small part of life. I could look around my apartment right now and name 1,000 things that have nothing to do with pictures. Okay? There is a lot of images, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about like online photos. Like, how many things in your room right now have anything to do with online photos? It's not real. It's not real. So if you struggle with online dating, it's more than likely because your photos are just trash. I don't know how many different things you can say in a description, okay? Like, look, I don't think people really read that deep. I don't even believe the whole description thing. I've heard everything with online dating. The problem is also like, hey, even with me, there's just too many opinions online. So I don't know what's true, what's not. I really don't. But, okay, back to the subject. Big reason a lot of guys fail is because pictures, obviously. The fact that it's just super lopsided online. There's the whole simp era, which has made things worse. And it's like, bro, like, women will respect you more as a guy. Because I can only speak as a guy. I've only been a guy. Women will respect you more when you meet them in person. Like, never underestimate a first impression. Women will respect you so much more if you walk up and talk to them or you meet them in person somehow. The butterflies will float so much better than, oh, I met them online. Dude, it's embarrassing to say that. You hear people talk about it? Oh, we met online, dude. They're like embarrassed to say it. Oh, you were on Tinder? Oh, you met on Bumble? Dude, really? Or we met at what sounds more romantic? Oh, we met at the pool. I just went up and talked to her. Don't you just feel like the vibe is just more cool to even say? Where'd you meet your girl? Oh, I met her at the club. I mean, we just started dancing. Oh, okay, cool. The club is a weird place to meet a girl, and even that's more respectable than online. I met this girl on Tinder. We've been dating for 2 years. I was like, oh, okay. Like, seriously. And I know a lot about the guys. I also know about the negative effects on the girl psychology. So, like, girls get hit up a lot, and they kind of get like an inflated ego. And I don't think an inflated ego is healthy. I think it's healthy to be confident in yourself. But when you're relying on that online interest or that's all you have, what I've seen is girls offline are like this. Girls offline are like this. Online, like this. Offline, like this. Same thing with guys, dude. I see the same thing with guys. Online, some of the hardest dudes you ever meet. You all know about the negative comments, and that's a whole psychological thing that I think the government or whoever will step up and make laws for eventually. But online bullying, online whatever, it's a wild west. People online bullying, dude, off. But I've been criticized. I have a YouTube channel with over 10K views, or 10K subs. I get like probably 20, 30 comments a day. Maybe one or two of them would be negative. I have 0 negative comments during my day-to-day life. 0. And if one ever happens, I'm really surprised and humbled. I'm like, wow, this guy actually had the balls to say something in public. I'm borderline like not even mad. Bro, people will be the hardest dudes online, and then like offline, nothing. So it's all fake. Don't get offended by anything that happens online. Don't ever have any psychological like sync with online performance. Don't judge. Like, if you have 100 Instagram followers, great, dude, get off while you still have none. Dude, privacy is important. And the last thing I was going to say, mystery is important, guys. Mystery is important. You want to be more attractive as a man? Be a little bit more mysterious. When you have your stuff all online, you're just too obvious. You're just too obvious. So, basically, guys, like, get offline with things like relationships and anything social, anything really at all. To be honest, I'm straight up out on anything that's non-business related. Get off, dude. Get off fast, dude. Because the negative psychological effects are real. Okay, like I said, if I read all my comments, bro, I would probably run into 1, 2, 3 negative comments in like 5-10 minutes, right? If I just start reading them off. In real life, dude, none of this happens. So ever since I've quit, honestly, I felt more empowered and more self-confident. And I'll admit, I've been a person that has had like self-confidence, self-esteem issues. I've been one of those people. And that's as real as it gets. But like it went away when I got offline, dude. When I started to realize like, oh, like everyone that I actually like, it treats me well. That makes me feel better about myself, my actions. Like I just took away the negativity in my life, and I've been so much happier, more confident and content ever since. So, and like I said, dude, I feel like guys in general act like they're too hard to admit that, you know, they think they're invincible, or, you know, they're having success online with whoever, women, whatever. I just don't think it's sustainable. I don't think anything online outside of business makes sense. I don't think long term it's just not going to work. And last point is the crutch. So if you still watching this video, you know, bless you. God bless you, man. I actually do feel like I'm on a mission, like that. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not, like, there's nothing for me to gain from this. I'm literally just trying to help people. That's the craziest part about this. But dude, the crutch, dude. And I'm a guy who studies psychology, and I study social skills. I know about self-esteem. I know about all these things. That's how I fixed myself. I know about all these things, right? So like basically, dude, online is a crutch. I'll give you an example. I know a dude that literally he meets like 60, he goes on like 60, 70 dates, spends like $100 each date, whatever, all through online dating. And I'm like, yo, how many girls do you meet like offline, like on a day-to-day basis? 0. Bro, that is mad toxic, bro. That is mad toxic. Dude, I like I said, he's never been in a relationship that's lasted longer than like a couple months, maybe a year. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, those first impressions matter. You just don't get the same level of respect. And like, people message online because it's easier. People set up the profiles and message online because it's easier than just walking up to a girl or whatever and talking to her. Same thing for you girls. It's way easier to just take pictures of yourself, post online, and see what guys hit you up than just like going out and like catching a vibe. It's just like way easier. So, but what happens is it becomes a crutch. It's the same thing with alcohol. So like, if you drink when you go out too much and you need to drink to loosen up all the time, it becomes a crutch. It becomes like a psychological block. Like, I have to drink in order to have fun. Like, trust me, most people that drink and go out every time, they have such a hard time going out without drinking, and it's kind of crazy. Like, and it took me a while to adjust to be able to go out successfully without drinking, to where I was like, I feel like I'm more successful going out without drinking. And I feel like a lot of people probably are. Like, but they would never know, because society, they just kind of like beat this down on you, even though alcohol, by like every possible study, has been proven unhealthy, both mentally and physically. But, you know, it's the same thing with this. I feel like it's the same thing with this. And I would say, like, people thought cigarettes was a great idea for like 40 years. People thought it was healthy. And then people started to figure out it wasn't healthy. And by then it was probably too late for a lot of people. It's the same thing with this. I feel like there's not the studies. People just assume it's okay, cool. And by the time the studies come out, like this one, it's too late. It's just too late. So, and the crutch here, you don't want a crutch. Like, you don't want that mental crutch. The long term, it just doesn't work. So if you could only get girls online, offline starts to seem like a fairy tale. And that's how it felt for me for a long time. It wasn't until honestly recently where I really felt like, okay, I'm making moves offline. Like when I go out, like like I be giving better eye contact to women, saying hey, they say hey back. It's getting more real. It's getting better. So like basically you're not doomed because like I said, I'm not a guy that's honestly particularly good with women. Like I'm not like freaking I'm good at a lot of things, but like I'm not particularly great with women. Like I wouldn't say I'm like freaking Mac Daddy X, you know what I'm saying? Like but like bro, like I've had online, first of all, offline interactions are much better and much more real. Like even if simple as a short conversation with a girl I see at Publix, it'll be better than anything I've experienced online, relationship wise. You feel the energy, you feel the attractiveness, you feel like it just feels better, dude. And you don't want that crutch. You don't want to rely on online for this. This is too real, man. And like I said, I'm here to save y'all, man. Like, dude, this online dating it's not real, bro. And it's horrible psychologically. You do not want to rely on freaking dating apps to get you a date, bro. It's just, even if it works, like I said, when it works, it's almost even worse. For the guys that it hasn't worked and you quit, that's probably a blessing in disguise. I don't even think you realize how much of a blessing it is, because once you get 60, 70 deep, or you really start having success with this, it starts to work in your mind like, oh, this is the only way. And I think it's even harder to get out than that. Now, I'm blessed too. I've had virtually no success with online dating because I'm not a picture guy or a description writing guy. Like, who is? You know what I'm saying? What dudes, you know? Dude, when I grew up, dudes played sports, bro. Like, that's what we were known for. How good are you at football and basketball? Like, not freaking taking pictures and writing descriptions. Like, seriously. So, and that's kind of where I stand right now, guys. I'm standing strong, and I believe masculinity is healthy too. You know, I believe masculinity is healthy, and I believe real life is healthy. This all of this is fake. All of this is fake. So yeah, on that note, guys, I'm out. I really hope somebody will take this seriously and take their lives seriously. Realize this is like the Matrix, dude. Like it might be the popular, but like I said, dude, people thought SIGs was a great idea for a long time. People thought a lot of bad things were a great idea for a long time. Slavery was a thing. The Holocaust was a thing. Was that right long term? No. So yeah, guys, I'm totally out on online dating, and like I said, if you've had no success, you are blessed. Get out and have success in real life. Work on yourself, work out, read, get better. Like, we all have a chance. We all have a fighting chance. So, and yeah, like I said, if you quit now too, guys, you're in luck, because guess what? Guys aren't approaching women like they used to, and not that you have to approach or whatever, but like, dude, this is the best time to go because people are falling off with this online, bro. This online stuff is getting people single. This online stuff is putting people in horrible relationships. This offline stuff is open season now. If you moving offline and you young, oh man, you separate yourself. You got more time. And I'll say one more thing, bro. Come on, man. I've heard people tell me that it's easier to like move relationships online. I'm like, bro, like what? How is that easier than getting somebody's number, dude? You can literally just call them and tell them, let's hang out. What is easier than that? Like, seriously, we can message online, look at stories, all this crap. What's easier than just getting a number than being like, hey, you want to come over? What's harder than that? Or, hey, you want to go to the freaking mall or some crap? Like, seriously. So I'm out, y'all. Thank me later, and peace out.